Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Board Masters with me, Chris Mullins. And today I wanted to have a bit of a talk and almost a celebration in a way, because this video is my 50th video, which is a massive milestone for me. And I just wanted to talk about that and sort of some things that I've learned over the past few months and sort of a state of the nation address, really. So I hope you'll join me for that. And again, if we go back to the first video that I uploaded back in January, I talked about how I'd started recording way back in September, October time, and how I'd learnt between the time I started recording and the time I started going live and uploading, that I obviously had tried to iron out the rookie mistakes. That obviously, like, my first video I recorded was the Super Club unboxing, which I recorded in portrait, which was an absolute rookie mistake. And if you go back and look at particularly like the Super Club videos, and there are some other videos, some of the early conversational pieces that I recorded downstairs in the lounge before I moved up here. The lighting was really poor and it was quite dark, and I like to think I've improved quite a bit in that regard, that I'm not making so many of the rookie mistakes. I'm definitely getting better with my setup. I like to think I've established a bit of a sort of, not so much a brand, but in terms of the layout and how the shots are filmed, it's very consistent now in terms of my filming. I still have issues with particularly my phone overheating in the longer gameplay videos, which I'm going to have to find some sort of solution. I don't know, maybe some sort of fan perhaps that can keep it cool, but then I'm worried about the noise. But yeah, I hope that you've noticed and appreciate that the quality of the videos has improved over the last few months. And if you feel that it hasn't, or if you still feel there are issues, please comment down below. Any constructive feedback is greatly appreciated, and it's something I would like more of on the channel, to be honest. I really would like to have some feedback, because I know sometimes with some of the films, I think with this, it doesn't focus straight away, and there are maybe the first 20-30 seconds can be a bit blurry, which is something I've picked up on one or two of the videos in editing, but which is disappointing. I'm again trying to work out how to fix that, because it should be focusing well enough. And I don't know if it's just the level of zoom that's causing issues and whatnot. But yeah, in terms of celebrating the 50th video, again, I said back in the first video that this is the sort of thing, I always have these grand ideas of things that I talk about that I'm going to do it and then never get round to it. And then in the back of my mind, even though I'd started, I would not have been surprised if I'd given up after 10, 15, 20 videos. So to still be here recording and uploading my 50th video is a big achievement for me, and hopefully long may that continue. Another thing that I've learned that has really helped with this is scheduling and setting myself reminders and trying to be a week or two in advance at least with the videos that I can be. Like my conversational pieces, it's often as well, like you'll notice, like a few weeks ago, if you look at going through the week, I had the gameplay videos of Seventh Continent and Lord of the Rings, which were obviously recorded a day or two in advance, where I had facial hair like this, and then so they went up on the Monday and Wednesday, and then on the Friday I had an unboxing of This War of Mine, which I'd recorded months before, just after Christmas, and obviously I'm clean shaven, so there are consistency issues with that, but I think that just comes with the scheduling, and that's something that I will probably have to just accept going forward if I want to maintain daily content. And talking of daily content, that is a big achievement for me as well. I think it was certainly an ambition when I started the channel, but I didn't want to go too hard too fast, and so for the first 7 weeks, I think, was 5 days a week, and then I had a couple of weeks where I added in the weekly review, and then I've expanded to the the daily content, and with the added feature of doing Alex's favourite family games, which I'm really enjoying because he's just so much fun to play games with, and so much fun when I'm editing. Just watching him is brilliant, and it's just really enjoyable being able to share this with him. And as you've seen over the past few weeks, certainly with the Castle Panic gameplay, he actually really wanted to do the presenting of it, which was a great thrill for me to see him embrace it in that way. And that sort of comes on to something else I've tried to add to the channel in terms of the variety of not just being me on the camera all the time, trying to bring in Stace, my wife, and Alex, because the plan originally was to have 2 gaming nights a week with friends and things, plus them family games. And that's why at the start of the channel we had videos with me and Kurt, and then me and Chris, and me and Chris and Kurt together. And unfortunately, due to COVID and then Kurt moving home, that obviously hasn't been something we've been able to do recently. I'm hoping that the vaccination program continues to go well, and in a couple of months we'll be able to do that again, and we'll be able to bring in some other faces to the channel. And I also want to explore doing more online gaming, because it's not something I've tried yet. I've got friends who potentially we could play games online going forward. So yeah, going forward, definitely I want to add more variety to the gameplays and have some other faces on the channel, which should hopefully make it a bit more interesting, have some other voices, and like particularly in terms of the reviews, I really enjoyed doing the Dinosaur Island review with Chris and being able to have that dialogue and back and forth, and I really want to get back to doing that. So moving on from there, basically one big thing I wanted to talk about, and it was just, well, not really something I want to talk about, but I want to really thank everyone that's engaged with the channel, whether that's through watching, through liking, subscribing. I think at the point I'm recording this, I'm at 29 subscribers, which is kind of mind-blowing to me, really, because again, as I said in that first video, it's almost like therapy for me, that I've always had these really bad self-confidence issues, and putting myself out to do anything and just talking is something that I historically really struggle with. So yeah, talking to a camera and recording these videos has been pretty therapeutic to me. And so to have people engage with the channel through subscribing, through commenting, really means a lot. And again, I kind of expected to be doing this and, you know, bully a few of my friends and colleagues and family into subscribing, and that would be it. No one else would engage with it, because I don't think of myself as an interesting, charismatic person, and I still don't. But that's probably going to be a hurdle I'll never overcome. But everyone that engages with the channel just is a real confidence boost to me, and it is massively appreciated. And as I said earlier, any constructive feedback or engaging in dialogues with the conversations and things is something that I really value and really appreciate. So I will put out a request now that I hope people do that more, because it's something I would really like to do more, is engaging in dialogues in the comments and things. And you know, I don't like asking for likes and subscribes and things, because it doesn't really feel natural to me. I've never been in that sort of like salesman type person, and it feels very awkward and uncomfortable. I will mention, obviously, based on the channel so far, it looks like around 90% of the view time is through people that aren't subscribed. So if you're viewing the channel and you do enjoy it, I will ask now, if you do subscribe, then that would mean a lot, but obviously feel free to choose not to. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about. Okay, so having said all that, I think I'm going to leave it there. And again, just another huge thank you to anyone that has engaged with the channel and everyone that engages going forward. And so look after yourself, stay safe, and have a good one. Thank you very much. Bye bye now.